Someone was very mistaken when it comes to you. They were thinking one way about you, but the truth is you are not who they thought you were, okay? However you were treating them, you made them feel so good that their head got really big and it inflated the size of the balloons in the parade, I just heard. You know, on holidays when they have those parades and the balloons are like really big, that's how big this person's head got. And eventually it deflated, and it deflated very fast. So fast that they ended up being out of control. That's the download that I just got from Spirit, okay? That's what Spirit is talking about. The way that you love, the way that you give your love, in a way, it's almost like they feel as though your love is misleading, but it's not. It's just that you know how to maintain it. You know how to handle your love. You know when to pull it back. You know when to give your love. You know when your love is not being respected. You know a lot about your love and what your love is about. And because you know so much and you've learned so much about yourself and you take heed to what you have found within self, they weren't aware that you know yourself as much as you do. Because of your kindness, they thought that you were weak. Kindness doesn't mean weak. You know that saying, they took your kindness for weakness? Kindness it could actually be considered challenging to be kind. And I say that because so many people are cruel. But when you know how to handle someone who's cruel, you are very strong. And I feel as though this is what Spirit wants you to know. This is the highlight of this reading. Hello, I am Mystic Alchemy. Thank you for being here. Hello, soul family. Okay, so this reading is just to really express to you how your ability to love so hard and yet pull your love away when it's time, when it's necessary, because you're not going to do it for no reason. You're such a lover, a lover girl, lover boy, I just heard. You're such a lover that you have a desire to give love. Like, that's what you want to do. It's not difficult for you to give love because you want to. That is a part of you. However, there's times where you ended up meeting with certain individuals that didn't respect your love, and it showed. Not only did it show to you, but it showed to those around you. So I'm getting an energy where you would be in public places with this person and you would be talking to them, saying something regular, and you would notice that their energy would shift. I'm hearing in the most inopportune times or just random. Like, say, for instance, everything is fine between you and that person. Then all of a sudden you get around some people. Then you see the energy shift just a little bit. That's the energy that Spirit is bringing up right now, because many of you have experienced this. The wishy-washy behavior. 1 minute things are cool. The next minute it's giving bipolar too. It's giving split personalities. It's giving gaslighting, you know, saying you're doing things that you're not doing, that type of energy, just because they took your kindness for weakness. So many times when individuals that are thirsty for energy, they will tend to put labels on you because for some reason that makes them feel good. For them to identify who they think you are, that's very satisfying to people like this, because they just want to put you in a place. And usually where they try to put you, you never fit there anyway. So it doesn't even matter where they try to put you. They can keep trying for the rest of their days and you still won't fit. Okay? That's what I'm getting. Eventually you inflated that ego and you just did it from being yourself. You didn't like try hard. You didn't do anything extra extravagant or anything like that. You just did you. And When you recognize the energy that this person was giving you on a regular basis, there came a point where you just became tired. And you knew that that relationship is not the right relationship for you. There was a time where you tried to make it work because you have a tendency to see the best in people. You're not someone who looks for character flaws. However, I feel as though you had to train yourself to look for character flaws so that you could protect yourself. And it's not like looking for character flaws to try to pinpoint a problem and talk about it. It's more so to pinpoint the problem so you know what is the issue with the person, so you can rectify within yourself if that's something that you want to deal with or that is worth dealing with. That's what I'm getting here. So once you collected all of your evidence and you recognize that this person does have some deep-seated issues that they have to handle on their own, it's not really something that you can do anything with. You recognize where the projections were coming from and the ill intention that they have behind each word that they say to you. Even actions, each action. You realize the intention behind their actions and their words. Even their thoughts. Like what they say they think about you. And it doesn't have to be like a direct thought. It can kind of be indirect. Like, oh, you don't do that right. The same things that they say you don't do right, they don't do at all. So who are they to tell you that you don't do something right? Somebody dealt with this in a way of they're cooking and I'm feeling like they're driving. I hear somebody saying you don't know how to drive. I don't know what that's about. Someone told someone they don't know how to drive. But you do know how to drive. It's just that it's almost like they wanted to direct even your driving, like which way you go. Very controlling energy. They just feel like their way is always the right way and their way is the only way. And that's their downfall, because you are someone who you have your own way and you respect that they have their own way as well, but you don't step on their toes, within your thoughts. You don't step on them. You don't say anything about their choices, but I'm feeling as though they did that to you on a regular basis. So there came a point in time when you recognized the flaws and you had to speak on them. And you just gave truth. It was nothing out of the ordinary what you did, However, I feel like for them, it was out of the ordinary. Not only are they not used to you acting like this, but I'm feeling this energy of this person, people being fearful of them or timid to speak their mind. Some people give off that energy that could deter people from wanting to say certain things or stand up to them or stand up for themselves, speak and say whatever's on their mind. I feel as though many people reacted to this person in that way. So when you acted outside of the norm for this person, that is what led them to be out of control. And I feel as though your energy shift made them very angry. And I also feel like they didn't hide their anger. They didn't try to hide it. I feel like it was very apparent. It was very clear that they made it very clear that they didn't like what you were saying. They did not like what you were doing. They did not like your ideas. Like, say, for instance, you say you want to go somewhere. No, they don't want to go there because that's not what they want to do. Completely redirecting the whole conversation to what they want and disregarding what you want. That's the energy that I'm getting from this person. They just knew that they had you. They just, in their mind, they knew that they could just do whatever to you and you wouldn't say anything. And it's just because you're someone who, your heart is light. You're a peaceful person. You're not trying to be doing the most. You don't want to be doing the most. That's not what you want. That's not what you desire. That's not something that's appealing to you. It's not attractive. So why would you act like that? If that's the case, they probably want someone who's rowdy, someone who's always arguing, because that's their energy. Which is why it wasn't meant to work. It was just, this person was a lesson for you. It was never meant to work because this person is broken in very intricate places and they haven't recognized that they need to heal. So to hope for healing for someone who doesn't even recognize that they need to heal is one thing to hope, but it doesn't mean that it can happen for this person, because ultimately that person has to make the decision. And then I'm hearing to pray for this person. It sounds harsh what I'm going to say, but to pray for a person like this, it could be, it's a nice gesture. Okay, let me put it like that. It's a nice gesture. However, because this person is not willing to take action in their own life, your prayer is just going to hit the air. And when it hits the air, your energy, your frequency will call out to the universe for your, just basically signifying your good attitude towards the situation that's difficult. However, that's just, I feel like that's just increasing your dharma, your good karma. I feel like that's all that's doing for you. So it's really helpful to you. But for that person, it's just going to bounce right back to you. You see what I mean? Like, it can't even, your prayers can't even reach that person because they're not willing to do the work. That's crazy. But I mean, it's true. And I don't know if you guys have ever thought of it like this, but Spirit is giving it in this way, and I understand. You praying for someone who doesn't want to do the work or feels as though they don't have any work to do on themselves, and they just want to continue to act in such a way, that good energy that you put out for that person is going to come right back to you, because it can't even get through to that person to be a part of the change for them, because ultimately it is their life and they have to make that final decision as to if they're going to move forward in their life to make the changes for the better, or if they're going to continue to walk around with that inflated noggin, that dome just inflated. If they still want to walk around in that way, taking your kindness for weakness, and even others that try to be there for them. Burned bridges. This person has a lot of burned bridges because there could be many that care for this person, or maybe just a few, but it doesn't really matter the number. This person burns bridges because their energy makes people lose hope for them because they don't have any hope for themselves. It always starts with you. When someone sees in you that you're trying and you're willing to put work in, that is what makes someone hopeful that the change will come. But to hope and see a person not willing to take action is hopeless, and it's sad, and it's difficult, it's challenging to accept, but it's true, because a person has to want it in their own life. You can tell a person stop doing something until you turn blue. That doesn't mean that they're going to. You could pray for them, but that doesn't mean that it's going to do anything if they don't take action, because the person has to put some effort in as well in order for a prayer to actually stick. Okay? A prayer is just sending out a message to the spirit realm to say, can you give me a hand? That's like you moving and you need help to move your furniture out of your place, and you call a friend. Can you give me a hand with this dresser or this bed frame? Can you give me a hand? Right? You called it. The prayer is the call. I'm just correlating prayer, like how it works. You pray, or you send out the message to your friend. This is a correlation. Pray to the universe to help somebody or to help yourself. You send out a message to your friend to help you move. Hey friend. Friend comes, helps you. 50-50. You send out the message, they came through. There was movement, there was action. So it happened. So if you're praying out and hoping for someone that is hopeless and has no hope for themselves and has no drive and doesn't want to do anything and just wants to complain, then that prayer is just going to come back to you because it has nowhere else to go. Just like when people try to attack you with negative energy, they try to attack you, you have God all over you, it can't reach you. You see, when God is all up on you and you just shining and glowing all over the place, the negative energy is going to run away because it's scared. That's scary. Why would you send me there? The negative energy from these attacks are going to be like, why did you send me to that high vibrational person? They were about to demolish me. I was about to just be a non-existent negative energy. I almost got caught. And just disintegrated. See? So this is the energy that this is just to say, Spirit just gave that whole big analogy there, that spiel, to tell you that putting your good energy towards someone who is not willing to make the change for themselves is a waste of your good energy. So instead, when you notice that somebody's just not right and they're not willing to make any effort in their own life, it's just not worth the struggle and the trouble. It's not worth it. You can use that good energy towards yourself or just a situation that will reap rewards for you in a way of good energy, good vibes, good vibrational relationships, high vibrational relationships. I heard a community of education, like putting your energy towards learning, you know, because energy could easily be wasted on those around you who are misled by love because they don't understand it, so they don't even know how to treat it right, you know. And then they just end up losing control once you decide to take it away because they actually want it, but when they have it, they don't know how to appreciate it. 2 stars came out. Look how they came out of my hand. And it's a black star and a white star. That says that your energy is very balanced. Therefore, you need someone in your life that is just as balanced as you are. This is the type of energy that I just wanted to do this. I look like a rock star. But this is the type of energy that you want to have in your life. Not only for yourself, but for the individuals that you choose to associate yourself with. Because this never came out like this before. It's literally the same star. One is black and one is white. That's just clearly saying that you are very balanced in your energy. So anytime you end up with someone who is not balanced, there's going to be a problem. It's not going to work because your energies are going to clash. Okay? That person is not ready for you because they're just not. They're not there yet. They have much more classes, spiritual classes to complete before they can have someone like you. They probably can't even have you in this lifetime. As bad as I was picking up their energy, they failed all the classes. Okay. They have to do this again. It would be a miracle if they were to get it right in this lifetime, in this lifetime, because they're a grown person already. So they're stuck in their ways right now. They're going to have to come back again. That's how I'm feeling. It would be a miracle. Like something actually dramatic would have to happen for them to change, but you never know. I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible, but the likely, I don't know if I'm going to say this right. Wait a minute. I want to say likeliness, but it doesn't feel right. Them changing in this lifetime is not likely. Or the ability for them to change, it just lessens because they're so far gone and there's so much that they need to learn. So it just feels like they're going to have to come back to learn again. They're going to have to do it again. That's what I'm picking up here for this reading. So your energy misleads those who choose not to understand love and disrespect it. They don't appreciate the goodness that you give. So therefore you take it away. And when you do, they lose all their screws. They lose it, and then they become irate and out of control. Because when they feel like they can't control you anymore, because they felt like they had a hold on you when they really didn't, but because of your kindness and because of your willingness to be so patient, they didn't see the other aspect of you that has no problem saying no. So they actually misled themselves to thinking that you would not speak up for yourself. And that's where they really dropped the ball, because they played themselves at the end of it all. Okay, so keep being a lover. All of you lover boys and lover girls out there, keep being a lover, because love will set you free every time. All right, my loves. So that's all I have for you. I hope this message finds you at the right time. Everything you do, do it with love. Always remember that the creator is in you and the magic is too, because you're magic. Much love to you. I'll see you in the next video.